An advanced cardiac life support paramedic today testified that 15-year-old Mathlomola Mosweu did not receive proper emergency care. This after he was found to have sustained a fall from a moving vehicle on the 20th of April in Coligny last year.
Pieter, Doorewaard and Phillip Schutte are being charged with murder following the teenager's death, which sparked violent protests and racial tension in the town. They are currently on trial in the Northwest High Court in Mahikeng.
The duo maintained that they apprehended Mathlomola for having stolen sunflower and that he had jumped from their bakkie on his own accord on their way to the police station. But state witness Bonakele Pakisi testified that he saw the child being thrown off the vehicle, after which he was kidnapped and driven around the outskirts of Coligny alongside a critically injured Mathlomola.
Our reporter Nicolene Smalman has been covering the trial since it commenced in March.
Good afternoon. The court spent the majority of the day listening to the testimony of Ms. Sari Rajan, an advanced cardiac life support paramedic with more than 22 years' experience. She worked for the state for many years before opening a private ambulance service, which she now operates from Zeerust. She was called as a witness by the defense, who probed her about the emergency treatment Mathlomola had received on the day he sustained the fall from the bakkie. Now, Ms. Rajan had studied extensively the reports completed by the paramedics and also the 2 post-mortem reports that had been compiled. Ms. Rajan referred to a patient report form which by law should reflect all emergency treatment that was administered to a patient on a scene. Now, according to this report, no neck brace was fitted on Mathlomola. His airway wasn't cleared, and most importantly, blood was not suctioned from his lungs. Now, according to the post-mortem report, there was blood in his lungs, which eventually led to a cardiac hemorrhage, or blatantly put blood in the heart as well. According to Ms. Rajan's professional opinion, this is what most likely caused his death. She did allude that yes, indeed, Mathlomola did sustain a neck fracture, but that in most likelihood it did not cause his death, but would have caused him to be a quadriplegic or paralyzed from the neck down for the rest of his life. What was also alarming from Ms. Rajan's testimony is that, according to the form, the treatment had been administered by an emergency care technician who was employed by the state at that time, working for a state ambulance. According to Ms. Rajan, an emergency care technician's qualifications should allow him or enable him or her to administer the treatment that was required to keep Mathlomola alive, and this was not done. The trial will continue tomorrow and has been scheduled to run until the end of this week. Back to you in studio.